Imagine a life where everything you love is suddenly taken away. The world you built, the people you cherish, the very foundation of your happiness, gone in an instant, like sand slipping through your fingers. Your wealth, your family, even your health. All the things that once made you feel secure, stripped away without warning, leaving you exposed to the harsh winds of fate. Would your faith survive the storm? That was Job's story, a story not just of loss, but of the deepest test a soul can endure. He lived in the land of Uz, blessed beyond measure. His days were filled with prosperity, his nights with peace. Fields bursting with crops, laughter echoing from his home, a life wrapped in abundance and joy. Job was respected, admired, and loved, a pillar of his community. But Job's greatest treasure wasn't his riches, it was his unshakable faith in God. Every morning he prayed for his children, offering sacrifices, seeking forgiveness for even their hidden faults. But somewhere beyond what eyes could see, a challenge was made. In the unseen realm, a conversation began that would change everything. Satan questioned Job's devotion. He wondered if faith could truly survive when stripped of every comfort. Does Job fear God for nothing, he asked. Take it all away and watch him crumble. Remove the blessings and see if his faith remains. God replied, test him, take what you will, but spare his soul. The stage was set for a trial unlike any other. And so, the storms rolled in. Calamity struck with a force that shattered the peace of Job's world. In a single heart-wrenching day, Job lost his livestock, his servants, and the children he loved more than life itself. The news came like crashing waves, each one heavier than the last. Grief struck, then sickness followed, leaving Job broken and covered in painful sores. His body became a prison of agony, his spirit weighed down by sorrow. Even his wife, desperate and hurting, begged him, "Curse God and die." But Job, he didn't curse. He refused to let bitterness take root even as despair threatened to overwhelm him. He didn't turn away. In the silence of his suffering he clung to the only hope he had left. Through tears and agony he asked, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" His faith was battered but not broken. And he whispered, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him." Even in the darkest night, Job's trust flickered like a stubborn flame. His friends tried to explain his suffering, searching for reasons and blame. They offered advice, but their words brought little comfort. But Job, he only longed for answers. Why do the righteous suffer? Why do the innocent bear such pain? His questions echoed into the night. Why does pain visit the innocent? Why does suffering come to those who least deserve it? Then from the whirlwind God spoke, not with easy answers but with questions that stretched across the heavens. The voice of the Almighty thundered, humbling all who listened. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundations? Can you command the morning or scatter the stars? The mysteries of creation were far beyond human understanding. In that moment, Job saw, faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about humility, about recognizing our place in the vastness of the universe. It's about trusting the one who does. Trusting even when the path is hidden and the reasons are unknown. And so, Job's heart softened. He let go of his need for answers and found strength in surrender. He found peace, not in explanations but in surrender. In letting go, he discovered a deeper kind of faith. God restored his health, his fortune, and blessed him with a new family, greater than before. Job's story became a testament to hope, to resilience, and to the power of unwavering trust. Job's journey reminds me, even when life makes no sense, faith can see us through the darkest storms. When everything else falls away, faith remains as our anchor. Because sometimes trust is the greatest act of worship. And in the end, it is trust that leads us from suffering to peace, from darkness to light.